What's up, Internet? Cory Zamier here, Collecting with Cory. We are back with Thrifting in Connecticut, and no, that is not the sun shining in my face. That is some light that I kind of have propped up on the desk. I bought this to be a light for a wall, to potentially give better lighting for the show. I think it might be too bright. Like, it is blinding me right now, and I feel like this is just kind of ridiculous. But let's get to the video, and let me know in the comments below what you think about this lighting. To the thrift stores. What am I doing? Let's just roll that footage. So I'm here at the Savers that last time had a bunch of boxed N64 games, except we're back here an hour later, I guess. An hour later than last time, and absolutely nothing. That's a pretty cool guide, but given that I'm cutting down on the strategy guide collecting and I'm not going to play Tomb Raider 2 anytime soon, doesn't make any sense. Let me put these down for a second. Oh, a good spot for them. Put them right there. Take a look at those in a second, but got some guides here. Minecraft guide. I see these all the time now. Guinness World Records, Gamers Edition. Now, like I said, these aren't for sure yet, but we got NBA Street Volume 2, Soul Calibur 2, Burnout 3 Takedown. That's a good one. CSI Hard Evidence. The wrong game in it. F1 Race. Who knows? Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Outlaw Golf and Crimson Skies. So we got Apocalypse. Some other guy looks like he might be from Turtles. Maybe Toxic Crusader, Avenger, I don't know. Got a beat up long shot. GW Bridge. Some kind of troll. OG Raphael and Wingnut. Some marble figure. Another marble figure, probably Warlock. There we go. That's pretty cool. Got a Mighty Max. A poorly named Marvel character named Chode. Chode. The big green guy. And then a Brood without the wings. That's pretty cool. It doesn't look like there are any figures inside the Mighty Max though. Couple Spawn figures, Donatello, one of the Crash Test dummies, the Terminator, I got Professor X with some Halloween Town kids from Nightmare Before Christmas. the superhero from, what was his name? Manta Ray? From the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. General Craig, Baxter Stockman, John Craig, I don't remember. I don't know, all the stuff I was looking at earlier. I think the only one I'm picking up is Burnout 3, the Takedown. Alright, can I see the Sega games you have in the case here?
Oh yeah, sure. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Right here for you.
Hey, thank you.
Sure.
That for $1. PS1 games. Wow. I can actually pick it up. Exo Squad figure at the Goodwill. Also got a Predator who looks like he's been in the toilet. And a big Beast figure who Alicia says my hair kind of looks like. Do you see the resemblance? I do. Yeah, we see that all the time. Mm-hmm. It's the expansion pack to it though. Trying to be vintage. There's the Tetris Link. What is this? It's the same thing I got? Nope.
Similar.
I don't know. thing Alicia went back through this because I missed this. Which is even better than Resident Evil. Never heard of this before. Got Nemesis and Jill Valentine on the back though. What's going on in this game? I mean... not the worst thing, but... still. Like, why is Donatello stuck looking this way? And why do they have their names on their chest? Weird. Alright, we are back. We went thrifting for about 2 weeks, not 2 weeks straight. That's just over the course of about 2 weekends and a few times during the week. Found what I would consider a decent amount of stuff. Definitely not some of our best finds, but I'd say about every 2 weeks I can put out a thrifting video with pretty good regularity with what I'm finding right now. First up, I think going in chronological order, I don't remember, you would know better than I did, you just watched the video, I haven't edited it yet. I picked up for $15 at the Savers a Game Boy Advance SP. Of course, it's not really, there we go. Works perfectly fine, doesn't have a charger, kind of in that, you know, becoming stereotypical beat-up shape that you find SPs in, where like they ripped everything off, everything is scratched up, but magically the screen is like perfect. That's how I always find them now. $15, easily a $30 recouper, so we're already doing pretty good for the week. Picked up a couple Xbox games. I don't remember. I do remember because it's on there. Burnout 3 for the original Xbox. This one was only $2 at the Savers. I think I might have picked it up at the same time as this, or at least it was at the same Savers. I don't know. At Goodwill, we were able to get a sealed copy of Forza Motorsports 3 for the Xbox 360 for, I believe, only $3. Maybe it was $1.50. I don't think red was the half off. Sealed. Doesn't really seem to be any imperfection, so it's probably going to be a decent recouper, maybe $10. I believe last week is when I posted it, that at the flea market we were able to find some Calvin and Hobbs books. Oddly enough, I believe that same weekend at the Savers, I was able to find this Calvin and Hobbs book, and this one's more in the usual format. I remember them being like longer, you know, horizontal books rather than vertical. The other ones are a little bit different format. Those are the essential and the authoritative. This one is just, there's Treasure Everywhere, a Calvin and Hobbs collection by Bill Watterson. I fucked up his name. Sorry, Bill. But it's got this awesome fucking dinosaur in a fighter jet. And this was only $2 at the Savers, so I had to pick it up. I'm not sure if there's going to be any crossover with the other 2 books I just got, but if there is, I'm not too sad about it because Calvin and Hobbs is the shit. So, everything else I have here is from my Goodwill, and this is one of those kind of like when it rains it pours situation. I believe I was able to get footage of a whole bunch of Genesis games that they had in the case of various prices. I don't know. There's probably nothing there that was worth it. It was mostly common garbage and usually like $5 or above, or it was a sports game. I took a picture, sent it to Ted because he's picking up games for Genesis right now, and there was nothing there that he was even interested in. Went back to look at the DVDs, sometimes video games, CDs section, and I found another Genesis game, probably their best Genesis game, just chilling in one of the bins, and that is Wiz and Liz. This one would probably, actually it's right here, let's see if it is a label upgrade for me, because I already have it. complete. And to be honest, mine is in pretty good shape. You won't be able to see it on here, but there's like 3 like little lines, like almost like indentations on my copy. God damn, this light is bright. And this one has a little bit more wear, plus I'd have to get that sticker off. And like I said, there's like bite marks on this. So this one will just be a recouper. Paid $5 for it, but it goes for like 10. I figured I'd pick it up just because, you know, when are you going to see a Genesis game at a Goodwill? Kind of had to pick it up, especially since it's a decent game. Also for games, decided to pick up NFL Blitz 2000 because it was half off, so it was only $1. At the toy section, Alicia actually spotted this, and I'm not too familiar with it, but I am familiar enough with hanging out in toy stores back in the day, because, like, I probably mentioned it, my mother used to work at KB Toy Works, and I used to just hang out there while she was working. You know, no life kid hanging out at his mom's work, but when she works at a fucking toy store, hell yeah. So I would often, like, peruse the action figure aisle, and every so often I would look at stuff like this that were like TV series that I just never watched. And this is Exo Squad. I don't remember what his name is. Actually, I should, because if you open this, it's there. It's like Draconis. I don't know if it's focusing. The light is too bright. I can't see anything. I'm looking into the sun. I'm probably losing vision right now. But it seems to have... I don't know. I don't know if he's missing anything. I assume he probably shoots some sort of missiles from somewhere, but I don't know. I just thought it was a really cool toy. And I saw that the figure alone, the little guy that goes in here, one of them sold for like $10 alone. So for $4, I'd pick it up, maybe trade it to somebody. I'm in a few action figure groups now, so maybe find someone that would be interested in this. Nintendo, I'm looking at you. So, the last 2 games are ones that I also found in the bin with Wiz and Liz. And one of them Alicia found. I had actually not dug deep enough into this bin. So it's always good to go over something twice, especially with a fresh pair of eyes. The first game is the one that I found, and that is Resident Evil Outbreak File 2. Game goes for about $20, and I only paid $3 for it. Looks like a Resident Evil game that might actually have some success if they were to remake it today. It looks like kind of like a... What is that game? Left 4 Dead? Not Left 4 Dead. The other one, Dead Rising, something like that, where you're just trying to survive, and there's multiplayer online, which on the PS2 was just like, holy shit. Like, that was like the first era of online gaming for the PlayStation, at least. Even more online zombie escaping fun, writes PSM. So that's going to be a recouper. I'm not holding on to any survival horror games. It's just not my genre. This other game, though, I'm going to hold on to it. At the time when we looked it up, I don't know if it's completely accurate, there was like a $30 sold listing. Didn't see too many others, and honestly, I'd never even heard of this PS2 game before, and that is Under the Skin. Raise the panic meter. The aliens are coming. The aliens are coming. The invasion has begun. You play as Cosme, a comical alien from the planet Mischief, who has made his way to Earth to make it his personal training ground. Your mission, pull pranks and wreak havoc. Or create havoc, but wreak havoc works there too. Disguise yourself as a human to walk freely through the cities of Earth in order to set up practical jokes, create panic, and disrupt the lives of these crazy Earthlings. And as you can see on the back here, for some reason, because it's a Capcom game, they have Nemesis and Jill Valentine in it in some form or fashion. Game was complete, and like I said, like a $30 game-ish, even if it's a little bit less. Definitely a cool game that I might eventually play on this channel. So if you'd like to see me play this, that's one thing that might get me motivated, is if people are in the comments requesting me to play certain games, that's the way to do it, is to ask in the comments below. So I'd really appreciate that. Let me know what you've been able to find at your thrift stores lately. That's about 2 weeks worth of finds here. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, go check me out on Patreon, big shout out to Todderbert. I appreciate your continued support, and as always, keep it real, Internet. I love you guys.